I'm going to be telling you who the best budget cards are in MLB The Show 24. I do have a couple of disclaimers. Number one, all of the cards are under 10,000 stubs. Most of them honestly are free. Number two, this is in no particular order. And number three, this is my personal opinion and list. So just know that. However, I do want to hear your thoughts on the list and who the best budget cards have been for you. So make sure you let me know. Now we're going to be moving quick, so let's jump right into it. Now, if you follow me on social media, you know what I think about this card. You've seen what he's done, the massive moonshot. And I love this card. Obviously, this card is from the Team Affinity Season 1. He's going to be the Yankees in the AL East. And it's just that power and that swing. So he does have 104 contact and 109 power against righties. 46 contact against lefties is not bad, but at least you have the hand advantage. 118 power will definitely play. Obviously, the clutch is not amazing at 57 there as parallel 3, but the arm behind home plate actually makes a difference as well. But there's just something about this card. As you can see, I'm hitting 625 batting average with 9 home runs in only 32 at bat. So over 2.2 OPS, it's pretty good. Talking about catchers, and if you don't like that Gary Sanchez, I'm going to give you another option, and that is Harry Ford. I call him on stream Harrison Ford. And we became a legend last year. We did have a Harrison Ford card last year from the Team Australia, and this card, there's just something about it. And if you look at the attributes, nothing really jumps out at you other than maybe the speed as a catcher with 83. He does get that Buxton boost, which we're not going to include in this. But yes, I mean, very average, but his swing is amazing. If we talk about the boost, that power is 75 and 80 becomes a lot more. So keep that in mind. Give Harrison Ford a try and let me know how it goes for you. Since I mentioned Cornerstone and Captain Byron Buxton, I have to add him to the squad. And also I have to add him because I'm hitting 465 with him. A lot of these have been events. That's what I've been playing mostly, but it's still amazing. Obviously, the boost, he makes your team a lot better. He does have 97 fielding with 98 speed over at center field. That will play. He has a lot of power, over 100 against both sides. And his swing is just insane. Not only that, but obviously he gives a lot. He makes your team a lot better. Plus 15 power against right and left. And as you can see, plus 10 speed and plus 10 fielding ability. Yes, he's a very good card. Let's move over to first base. If you're looking for one, Jose Abreu might be your guy. So you can see 94 clutch is solid and everything is balanced. Contact 88 against right with 86 power. 111 contact against left with 97 power. He has a very good swing. Fielding and speed is not the best, but it's a first baseman or a DH. He'll be fine. If you don't really like Jose Abreu and you want a little bit more versatility, you can even use Yasmani Grandal over at first base. Yes, he doesn't have that massive contact. The clutch is okay, but the switch hitting and that power with his swing is what makes Yasmani such a great card. And here's another first baseman. I know its primary is not first base, but you don't want to put him in the outfield, right? With 41 speed and 61 fielding. I know, but hitting wise, he's very good. He's just as good as Rafi Palmeiro, who is the actual collection for the AL, who costs like a million stubs, right? Adam Dunn, obviously found here, as you can see in the hitters team captain, is very good, very well balanced with a very good swing. If you can just get over the fact that he is 6'6", you'll be fine. Moving over to second base, we're going to Tamar Johnson. He's from the Spring Breakout Series, and this card is the exact opposite of Adam Dunn. We went from 6'6" to 5'7", so his strike zone is very small, but I think that's part of the reason why he's so good. It's very tough to pitch him. Obviously, hitting-wise, he's very well balanced. As you can see, everything 74-86 against right, 87-71 against lefty with 81 clutch, but there's something about his swing. Another very good option, and this one is for free as well, from the Season 1 Team Affinity for the Twins, is Brian Dozier, brand new legend. You've heard me talk about him. That 89 power and 101 power is just so good at second base. So yes, he still has goal defense as well. So give him a try. He does move the hands a little bit. So if you didn't like Eric Davis in the past, you might not like Brian Dozier, but that's why I'm giving you different options at every single position. Moving over to third baseman, Willie Castro. And I know, again, I see that he's shortstop, but I'm trying to help you. You don't want Willie Castro over at shortstop with 61 fielding and 66 arm. But you do want him in your lineup because he has 105 contact against right and 120 against left with 116 clutch. So the lowest that it's going to be ever with running scoring position or the bases empty, it's going to be 105, 104 if you don't have him parallel 1. He is from the BR program. He goes for under 10,000, as you can see, by now at 9.1 right now, 7.6 for the sell now. But he also has decent power if you look at it. 70 power, 67 power. Not terrible, 84 speed, right? But if you look at vision right there, he does get that Byron Buxton boost as well. So Add plus 15 to the power on each side, add plus 10 speed over there, and this card becomes elite. Yes, he's also a switch hitter. Another card that can play both third and short, and this one you could probably put him wherever you want, and he's actually so good. He's been so much better than what I thought. And after I looked, I didn't even know that my numbers with him were so good. But looking at his hitting attributes, as you can see, everything's over 80. He does have 98 clutch, gold defender 84, 69 speed is not terrible over at short. If you can see my numbers with him, I'm hitting 515. My first 20 plate appearances are 21, 1.8 OPS. He got some pop in there, lefty bat. If you need a lefty bat to balance your lineup, hey, this might be the guy. However, at short, and this one doesn't play third, but it doesn't need to. Carlos Correa has been my shortstop so far, and I've been having a blast using him. As you can see, against righties, 91-79, not terrible. Against lefty, he is a killer. 125 contact with 77 power. Obviously, the power numbers don't really jump at you. Clutch does with 110. That's very good. 83 fielding, but his swing, I mentioned it before, they changed his swing and it's so much better. And the numbers prove that. I'm hitting almost 500 with this card. Parallel 3 already. I got to keep using him. Before we move to the outfield, we have to mention Alberto Mondes. He's switch hitting with that speed. Obviously, he does get the Buxton boost as well. So add plus 15 in the power section if you do use the Byron Buxton and get it to tier 3. Even if you get it tier 2 is still plus 8, which is not terrible at all. Obviously, there's something about his swing. It just generates a lot of exit velo and more power than what it shows. So yeah, this card is good. It's a problem. Now, moving to the outfield, I'm going to start with Charlie Blackmon. And this one is not necessarily for the defense. It's for that bat and that clutch that you can see there. 125 clutch. You don't find it this early in the game when we have the power creep, right? So he does have 125 clutch, 99 and 100 contact. 88 power against right with 66 power against lefties, but his swing, I'm telling you, a lot of the times it comes down to the swing. Try Charlie Blackmon. Just let me know. Maybe you can put him on the bench. You can use him as a pinch hitter, and when runners are in scoring position and take advantage of that 125 clutch, that might be the move, but you have to give him a try. Another card that you have to give a try, and this one surprised me because I wasn't really that good with him last year, Dylan Cruz. 97-87 against right, as you see with my parallel 2, 84-82 against left with 99 clutch is very solid. Gold defender, 87 speed right there, as you can see, and if it's the Byron Buxton boost. So add plus 15 as well. This card has been unreal for me, hitting over 450, as you can see, 1.387 OPS. I'm loving this card. Defense matters as well, and he does have that defense. You can put him at center field. You can even put him left or right, and it's a big advantage to have a corner outfielder with this defense. Somebody that cannot play at center field, but you definitely need to give it a try, is Giancarlo Stanton, and he's just one of the best hitters in the game right now. There's something about his swing. He does have 81 fielding, 64 speed, so he's not a liability per se. 95 clutch is very good. 78-94 against right, 112-89 as a parallel 2 there against lefties. And yes, you guessed it, Byron Buxton. He fits Byron Buxton. So plus 15 in power becomes insane. Look at the numbers. This is what he's done for me. He just hits moonshots. Yes, he's 6'6". I never really loved those tall strike zone, but with this one, it just doesn't feel bad at all. Give him a try and let me know. Now, because my outfield is so stacked, I haven't really used this Mitch Haniger as much, but I know what he's capable of. With that 113 clutch, he does have 95 and 103 against left. 85 power against righties is more than enough. Fielding and speed is not terrible, but his swing is very good and he plays. Last but not least, in the outfield position, I'm going to give you one more, and it is James Wood. 71-81 as a parallel 3 in contact, 105-89 power. I mean, I don't know what it is about this card. Decent fielding, above average outfield as well. I'm using him more in the corner outfields because I have Buxton, I have Dylan Cruz as well. I've been using them. But look at what this card has done. 421 batting average, 1.4 OPS, and I don't know if I can take him out of the lineup. And sometimes I like that balance. He is a lefty bat. There's not a lot of good lefty bats. This is one though. Let's move over to pitching and I'll give you a couple options. And I'm starting with Brandon Webb. I don't know what it is. I feel like nobody can touch this card for me. I have him parallel 4. Obviously, I did a lot of offline grinding. I needed to use him, but 94 hits per 9 because of that. It's solid across the board. He just doesn't throw hard enough. That's the only problem with him, but he does have a sinker and that changeup. Sinker comes in at 90 to 91. Changeup comes in 77, 78, 79. But he controls both of those pitches amazingly. As you can see, in 8 2/3 inning, 1.04 ERA. And this is all in events, all on All-Stars against basically God squads. I don't know what it is about him. I guess I'm going to have to keep using him. Here we have Jacob. Another option, Jacob M. I'm not going to try to say the last name. My English is not very good. So we'll just go with Jacob. And it's the exact opposite of Brandon Webb. Just throws gas. He has fastball. That fastball is going to be touching 100. He has a solid slider and a cutter, all three different speeds. So if you feel like somebody cannot touch the heat, maybe this is the guy for you. I wish his control and walks per nine were a little bit better, but other than that, I have no complaints. He's also 6'7", so that's going to give hitters trouble. Now, moving over to the pen, I'm going Jose Alvarado as a lefty. As you can see, pitching clutch of 125 is amazing. They did remove the curveball, so he only has a sinker, a cutter, and a fastball, so that's a problem. All of his pitches are going to be between 93 and 97, but it is sinker and it is cutter. Just tunnel it, and you can do what I've been doing. 4 2/3 of no runs allowed. Another lefty that has been very good for me, and this one, another one that is free from the NL East Team Affinity, Billy Wagner. 119 hits per nines. As you can see, very well balanced everywhere. He doesn't have outlier or anything like that, but 125 is very good. Fastball, slider, changeup kind of guy. As you can see, very good fastball and slider. That's exactly what you want to use most of the time. Just be careful with the changeup. Just be careful. Make sure that you're throwing it for a ball or in the corners. That's exactly how you want to use him. But this card has been very good. 7 2/3, 2.35 ERA, all basically in the event. So yes, that's solid. And another pitcher from Team Affinity, and I picked him as my best card in the AL Central. And some people were like, "What are you talking about?" Emmanuel Clase. As you can see, cutter, slider, fastball. There's not a lot of pitch differential, but he does have that slider in the low 90s. Cutter in the high 90s, 111 hits per nine. It's just something about him. There's just something about it. 1.8 in 5 innings, all of it in events. That's all-star. That's pretty good. As you can see, he does have outlier, so that is a very good thing to have from the pen. But it's also his control. As you can see, 99 control on the cutter, 95 on the slider, 88 on the four seam is very good. And then the pitch break, 99 on the slider. That is very good. That's good. What you're gonna have to do. He's gonna be very good. There's not a lot of good righty budget arms. This is one though. My last mention as out of the pen is going to be Felix Bautista. I gave you 2 lefties. I'm giving you 2 righties. Felix Bautista, maybe it's because I cannot hit him, but 106 hits per nine. He has 110 K per nines. 111 clutch is very good. And as you can see, that fastball, 99 velo, 99 breaks there. Yeah, that fastball has outlier as well. He's just very good. The control can be a little bit better, but it's still in the 80s, as you can see with every single pitch. And then the pitch break, it's insane with that slider. He has 3 pitches that you're going to be fine. 6'8" frame is going to be very tough to hit as well. And I just gave you a full budget team, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by clicking that thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to comment down below what are your best budget cards so far, and let's keep grinding.